We're still at the beginning of the year, but did you know that according to Nostradamus, this might be the year when the world as we know it changes forever? Today, we will explore the 7 most disturbing prophecies he made for this year. Climate catastrophes, terrifying technological advancements, and even the rise of a new global leader. Will the famous seer be right once again? Or are we just interpreting his words to fit our fears? Get ready! Because what comes next will make you think and maybe even a little scared. Welcome to another episode of Midnight Daily News. I'm John Blackwood, and today we're diving into a topic that has intrigued scholars and enthusiasts for centuries. The prophecies of Nostradamus. Did he foresee climate catastrophes, terrifying technological advancements, or even the end of humanity as we know it? And what does all of this have to do with the current year? But before we dive into this topic, it's important to first remember who he was. Michel de Nostredame, better known as Nostradamus, was born in 1503 in France and became famous as an astrologer, physician, and most notably, for his prophecies. In 1555, he published the book Les Prophéties, a collection of poetic quatrains that over time have been interpreted as predictions of future events. Nostradamus became known for his visions of major world events, and many believe he predicted the rise of Napoleon and Hitler, the Great Fire of London, and even the tragic 9/11 terrorist attacks. However, what makes his predictions so intriguing is the enigmatic and vague way in which he wrote, allowing for multiple interpretations over time. Beyond prophecies, Nostradamus in his work as a physician used his knowledge to treat various diseases, especially during plague outbreaks. Finally, Nostradamus passed away on July 2, 1566, at the age of 62, in Salon Province, a city in southern France, where he spent his final years. His death was relatively peaceful, though many speculate that he predicted his own passing, adding even more mystery to his figure. Centuries later, his life and legacy continue to fascinate, leading many to question just how accurate his predictions really are, or if they are merely a series of coincidences that just keep happening. First prophecy: confused seasons and rising waters. Nostradamus predicted that the climate would become chaotic, with confused seasons and rising waters. He describes a world where winter arrives in summer, summer in winter, and seas swallow previously habitable lands. Today, scientists warn that global warming is accelerating the melting of polar ice caps, raising sea levels at an alarming rate. Cities like Venice, Miami, and New York are already experiencing frequent flooding, while severe droughts and violent storms impact crops and drinking water sources. If Nostradamus was right, humanity may be on the brink of a new era of instability and scarcity. Second prophecy: the great conflict between fire and water. Nostradamus' second prophecy mentions the great conflict between fire and water. This vision may symbolize the extreme natural disasters we are witnessing, increasingly intense wildfires and catastrophic floods. In recent years, megafires in Australia and California have destroyed millions of hectares, while floods in Pakistan submerged a third of the country. The real danger lies in the combination of these forces: fires followed by storms, creating landslides and floods. Nostradamus seems to warn us about nature's fury which, when provoked, can become relentless. Third prophecy: the sun will darken and the moon will not reflect its light. The third prophecy is one of the most mysterious. The sun will darken, and the moon will no longer reflect its light. This could point to a massive geomagnetic storm caused by a solar eruption. In 1859, the Carrington event demonstrated the devastating impact a solar storm can have. Today, with our dependence on technology, the effects would be catastrophic: power grids down, satellites disabled, and communication systems paralyzed. Humanity could face a temporary but chaotic collapse of modern infrastructure. Sun going out and Wi-Fi crashing. Classic Nostradamus. Fourth prophecy, the immortal man and the technology of the future. Nostradamus' fourth prophecy speaks of the immortal man. The immortal man will come in the future when the moon completes its great cycle. Scholars interpret this as a reference to the technological revolution redefining humanity. With advancements in artificial intelligence and consciousness transfer to machines, we are entering both fascinating and unsettling territory. Companies like Neuralink are developing brain-computer interfaces, and the concept of digital immortality is gaining traction. But if a mind is uploaded into a machine, is it still the same person or just a copy without a soul? If consciousness can be successfully transferred, will there still be a continuous self, or will biological death mark the end of the original existence? Well, imagine the plot twist. You pay millions to transfer your mind and realize you've just become a fancy USB drive. Wait! Didn't Scarlett Johansson star in a movie like this? Well, beyond the philosophical questions, there are also ethical concerns. Who will have access to this technology? Would digital immortality become a privilege of the wealthy, creating a new elite of post-human beings? And what if a digitally preserved mind were corrupted or manipulated? The promise of immortality may seem tempting, but perhaps we are about to open a door to a new existential dilemma or a new form of humanity. Are you enjoying this video? How about helping the channel grow? Be cool! Like the video, comment, and subscribe to Midnight Daily News. That way, you won't miss any of our deep dives into the unknown. And now, back to the prophecies. Fifth prophecy, the collapse of great kingdoms. The fifth prophecy of Nostradamus foretells the collapse of great kingdoms. He foresaw that powerful nations would face internal and external crises capable of leading them to decline. Today, we witness trade conflicts, resource wars, and separatist movements challenging the stability of once solid world powers. Kingdoms collapsing, what else is new? Rivalries like that between the United States and China evolve into commercial, technological, and military disputes. Nostradamus suggests that this collapse may pave the way for a new world order, though not without significant costs. Sixth prophecy, the rise of a new global leader. The sixth prophecy of Nostradamus predicts a new leader who will unite nations under a single banner. New World Order. Today's world reflects this prediction. The idea of a global leader emerges as a solution for many, but Nostradamus warns of the dangers of concentrating so much power in a single individual. Could this year mark their rise? And at what cost of freedom and sovereignty? Seventh prophecy, the end of times and the rebirth. The final prophecy of Nostradamus carries a paradoxical message. The end of times will not be the end, but the beginning of a new era. Signs of this collapse are already visible. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed global structural weaknesses. The climate crisis is intensifying wildfires, floods, and hurricanes. However, Nostradamus also foresaw rebirth. History shows that humanity reinvents itself after great crises. Even today, we see signs of this new beginning, the transition to renewable energy, advancements in artificial intelligence, and social movements redefining values of justice and inclusion. And here, at last, we can find something optimistic in all of this. Well, perhaps he was just a rather pessimistic man in general. Just kidding. And so, we reach the end of our journey through the upcoming prophecies of Nostradamus. What do you make of all this? With so many predictions seemingly aligning with major historical events, did he truly possess a vision of the future? Or, as many argue, were his words simply so cryptic that any major event could be retroactively interpreted as one of his prophecies? Are we merely searching for answers to the unknown, or was he a true seer who foresaw what lies ahead? We want to hear from you. Do you believe in Nostradamus and the power of his prophecies? Or do you think it's all just coincidences and exaggerations?
Pessimism!
Leave your thoughts in the comments. And remember, the future may be uncertain, but Midnight Daily News will be here to explore every mystery, every shadow, every possibility. So follow our channel for weekly videos, every Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming episodes, and check out our other videos. We have plenty of topics that will surprise you. For now, we wrap things up here. I'm John Blackwood, and this was today's Midnight Daily News. Good night, and remember, the unknown is always lurking. See you in the next video.